Here we go. You got your homework out? Let's go over that. I'm on page 284. So we did a few of these in class, did some of the odd numbers. So number 2, let's see here. Brayden, what you got for number 2? What is the missing?
What?
What'd you get for N? Brayden? 9 what?
9.
Yeah, go ahead and have your books open too. If you don't have your books open, the rest of you.
9 meters.
Yes, 9 meters. Good. What about number 4, Grace? What is N for number 4?
20 meters.
Mm-hmm. And Parker, number 6.
11.8 centimeters.
Not quite. Tell me, what were your proportions? What was your proportion set up as?
60 over n and 125
over 25. Good. Can I reduce 125 over 25 first?
Yes.
Sure. Blake, we've got our homework out and we're checking it, okay? So
Can I use the restroom real quick?
hurry. Don't miss much. What can I reduce 125 over 25 to?
5 over 1.
I can actually divide top and bottom by 25, and 125 divided by 25, that's 5. 25 divided by 5 is 1. So I can reduce my fraction, my ratio down. So now here's my proportion. Proportion is 2 ratios equal to one another. Cross multiply.
Oopsies. Sorry.
That's okay. 60 times 1 has to be equal to 5 times n. All right, 60 is equal to 5n. How do I get n by itself? More.
You do 60 divided by 5 equals n.
Divide both sides by 5, so I can get 5 off of this side, and I can get n by itself. So, Parker, n should be 12. Is the division wrong?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Any questions on numbers 2, 4, or 6? How many got all 3 right?
No, I didn't understand number 6. I got lost.
Number 6, do you understand it now? How to set up your proportion?
Yes, ma'am. I just started working and got lost.
Okay. Like, sorry, go ahead.
I put 25 over 125.
Well, you can. Does it matter which one you start with? No. You could have set up your proportion as 25 over 125 is equal to, what would be your second ratio, Braden? So you start with a little rectangle.
It would be n over 60.
There you go. Did you know that that's the same thing as this right here? Because when you cross multiply, look here, that's 60 times 25, 25 times 60, 125 times n, 125 times n. That is a good point. Just because you don't have the same ratio as this one. Now, you gotta be careful though. Remember, you start with a little triangle, or you start with a little rectangle. You gotta start with the little one on the second ratio. Blake, do you have any questions over 2, 4, or 6? These are our answers. N is 9 meters, N is 20 meters, and number 6, that should be 12 meters. Let me put my meters.
No, ma'am. I just get like lost in between problems.
We're going to do number 16 together too. I saw that you had a question about that. So Blake, number 8. Tell me, what did you get for your proportion? How did you set up your proportion? Remember, proportion is two ratios equal to one another, or two fractions. So what was the proportion?
Mine was 9/10 and 8/10. No, 8/12.
Okay. So let me ask you this. Is this a proportion? Check. Is cross multiply. Is 9 times 12 equal to 10 times 8?
No, ma'am.
No. So is that a proportion? No. Remember, they have to be equal to one another. These story problems can be a little tricky. Let's see what we got. The story photographs given in Amy's package are not similar in size. They're not similar. Uh-oh. Okay, that's important. The larger photographs, so here we go. The larger photographs are, what are the sizes for the large photograph? What's the length and what's the width, Blake?
The length is 9 inches.
Okay, so the length is 9. I drew my picture wrong. The length is 9 inches. What's the width?
The width is 10 inches.
Well, remember, if you have something that says 9 inches by 12 inches or that times in between, a 9 by 12, that means it's the length by the width. So that would be 9 inches, 12 inches. So this is the first picture. And then let's see. So the larger photographs are 9 inches by 12 inches. And then there's another photograph. So these are the bigger ones. This one is going to be 8 by 10. So it's going to be just a little bit smaller. So 8 inches by 10 inches. So notice here, we have 2 photographs, correct? And Blake told us, well, just like the directions told us, Braden, because are these proportional, Braden?
They are able to be proportioned, but they are not right now.
That is a good answer, Braden, because Blake told us 9/8 and 12/10. Those are not, that's not a proportion, because when I cross multiply, they are not equal to one another. So, and that's exactly what the directions told us, right, Nora? The directions said that, are these 2 photographs similar in size? You have to mute yourself.
They are not similar, but you're supposed to make them similar.
Exactly. Well, it tells us if the smaller of these photos remain 10 inches wide, so this piece right here, that's going to stay the same. What would the length need to be so the photos would be similar? So which length am I going to have to change, Parker? 10 inches has to be the same there. And I want to make these 2 photos similar in size. What's going to
So you have to make it longer.
Well, okay, so answer the question of which side is going to change then.
Oh, 8 inches.
Is it 8 inches? Oh, yep, you were correct. 10 inches is going to be the same. Number 8 right here is going to be changing. So now let's set up a proportion. Side 9 is going to be proportionate to, well, it can't be corresponding to side 8 because this side is going to have to change. So I'm going to put an X right there because I need to find what's going to be this missing side right here. But remember, 10 and 12, those are not going to change. Now, Let's cross multiply and let's find what our missing side is. So 9 times 10 is equal to 12 times x. That's 90 is equal to 12x. All right, Blake, what do I have to do next?
Divide.
By both sides by what?
12.
Good. I have to get x all by itself, so I have to get rid of whatever is along with x. So what is 90 divided by 12, Braden?
90 divided by 12
If you
will
move here to the side, you can do that.
it'll be 7.
Mm-hmm.
84 it would be remainder. Okay. 12 times 7 equals 84.
So what is this reduced to?
It is reduced to 7.5.
There you go. 7.5. All right. So that's what this new side has to be. It has to be 7.5 and what? What kind of units are we dealing with, Braden?
We are doing with
Inches. Good. 7.5 inches or 7.5 inches. River, we're going over our homework, so make sure you're open up to page 284. Okay, you'll have to go back and watch the video to check your answers.
Okay.
All right. Did you get that paper? Did you get your homework turned in?
Yes, ma'am. I did it just a second ago.
Blake, did you turn your homework in?
Not yet.
Okay, have to be done before class. No excuses there. It's due before class. All right, number 10. Unless if you're having computer trouble and you're not able to turn it, then let me know, okay? Because everybody has computer trouble. But if it's because you forgot or you just didn't finish it, now you got to finish your homework. Okay. Number 10. What was the proportion you said for number 10? And then River, you're going to give me the answer you got for number 10. Parker, what proportion did you set up?
I set up 126 over 4.5.
Good.
Then I put n over 8 hours.
Very good. So we've got hours in the denominator and we've got miles. What are we looking for, River?
How many miles or how far could you travel in 8 hours?
Okay, very good. So how many miles can you travel in 8 hours?
I got 441 miles.
That's a little high. So did you set up your proportion correctly? Look at the proportion here. Is this how you set yours up?
No.
Tell me how you set yours up. Because there's two different ways that you can set up these proportions depending on how you start. As long as you have the corresponding sides together, doesn't matter how you set them up. Everybody watch this. Everybody get on the screen so I can see your face real quick. So I'm going to show you something. 126 over 4.5 and n over 8. Here's another way I can write it. I could say 4.5 over 126 and 8 hours over n. Or I could say 8 over n is equal to 4.5 over 126. Or I could say n over 8 is equal to 126 over 4.5. What am I making sure is always corresponding though? Corresponding side. So hours either have to both be in the numerator or they have to both be in the denominator. Or they're both in the numerator there. Okay? And then 8 hours has to correspond with, I don't know, however many miles we're going to be, however miles we're going to have to find. 4.5 hours has to correspond with 126 miles. Okay, same here. So I just made 1, 2, 3, 4 different ways I could write my proportions, and they're all correct. But, Blake, there are other ways that I can write them that they're not correct. Could I write it like this? Could I write 126 over 8 and n over 4.5? Well, no, because 126 in 8 hours is not corresponding. So, no, this way won't work. There are multiple ways that we can write these, okay? So let's go back here. River, tell me, how did you write your proportion? What was your proportion then?
I'm gonna find a paper. I did my 826 over 4.5 and n over 8.
Where'd you get 826?
All right, 126.
126 over what?
4.5
And then what was your other one?
n over 8.
Okay, so the question I asked you was this the proportion that you set up, which was what Parker said, and you said no, that was not the one that you set up. So it was the one that you set up, okay? That's the same thing that Parker just said.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
How do you solve this?
You would cross multiply.
Cross multiply. So you get 126 times 8 is equal to what, River?
Equal to
River, what's 4.5 times n?
4.5 times n.
Writing our cross multiplying, we set those things equal to one another. So it's just 4.5n. Okay,
Oh.
126 times 8. Do it on your paper. Blake, go ahead and tell me what the answer is too. What'd you get, River?
I'm not done yet.
Blake, what'd you get?
968.
Try again. 8 times 6 is 48. 8 times 2 plus 4. River, what'd you get?
I got 1,008.
Yeah. Is equal to 4.5. Parker, how do I solve for n? Come on, River.
Divide 4.5 by 4.5. Divide
Braden?
4.5
Yeah.
by 4.5 by 8. But then it has to be changed to 45, and then you can divide it.
Yes.
And n would be 224.
N would be what?
224 miles.
That is correct. Braden, what did you get?
Got nothing close to this.
Okay. Were you following along? Were you fixing it?
I got pretty close. I got 219 miles.
Okay. Probably just did your division wrong. Okay. Fix your answer though. So the reason why we're doing the problems right now is for you to check your work, and if your work is not correct, you need to fix it. Okay. So make sure you got a pencil out. Work. Right. Grace, what did you get?
For number 10, 224 miles.
Very good. All right. Let's go to we're setting up proportions, and we're solving for the missing side. Read that for me, Blake. Number 12.
The answer of the proportion.
Read the problem and tell me what we're looking for. Or actually, just do that. Tell me what we're looking for.
Okay. How wide will the pool be?
Yeah, good. Nora, what did you set up your proportion as?
I put 50 over 25
Mhm.
equals 20 over n.
Did anybody else set up a different way? Rick, check your answer. How'd you set up your proportion? Anybody else set it up differently? Brayden, is this the way you set yours up?
Yes,
Awesome. Grace, how'd you set yours up?
that way.
Well, River,
Same.
don't erase it.
No, I'm doing that. I put it on the wrong number.
Okay. How did you set up your proportion, River?
Like that, the 50 over 25 and the 20 over n.
Very good. Someone, Nora, tell me a different way I could have set up my proportion and it still be correct.
20 over 25 equals 50 over n.
Someone tell me, is that correct?
Yes.
Can I set up my proportion this way? Here's
Yes.
one. 25 has to be multiplied by 20. 50 has to be multiplied by n when you cross multiply. Parker, would this way be correct?
No.
No, because 20 and 50 are still corresponding, but the 20 and 25 correspond, or 50 and 8, no. So that way won't work. River, give me another proportion that would still be the same, but it's different from this original one over here. What do you think? Remember, 50 and 20 have to correspond. 25 and n have to correspond. And then 50 and 25 have to correspond, and 20 and n have to correspond. How else could we write this? What do you think we have a new way?
Flip it over.
Yeah, I could just flip them. 20 over 50, 25 over 50, and n over 20. 25 and n correspond. 50 and 20 correspond. 25 and 50, and n and 20. There we go. All right, what did you get for your answer, Blake? N is equal to what?
N is equal to
What did you put?
I thought n is equal to 20.
Not 20. Can you reduce 50 over 25?
Yes.
What does 50 over 25 reduce to?
1/2.
Not 1/2. Divide top and bottom by what?
5.
We can go all the way.
25.
Divided by 25.
25 over 1.
50 divided by 25 is 2. 25 divided by 25 is 1. So 50 over 25 reduces to 2 over 1. And then multiply. So I've got 20 times 1 is equal to 2 times n. Grace, what did you get for n?
N equals 10 meters.
10 meters, yes. Blake, did you follow along with me on that one?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Any questions on numbers 2 through 12 right now before we move on? Okay, so we're setting up proportions, but it's more than just plugging in the numbers that they give us in the problem. We have to read it and we have to understand, okay, what are they asking for? Okay, you got to think. Let's go to number 14. We've got this nice looking tree here, and we've got its shadow. All right. River, what are we looking for on number 14?
To find how tall the tree is.
Very good. We're trying to find how tall the tree is. And then we've got Braden over here who's, wait. Braden, are you 5 foot?
4'11" 3/4".
Oh, you're almost there.
No.
Bro. Keep growing.
I'm 5. No, me and Braden are both 5 foot because he's a little bit taller than me, so he's 5 foot because I'm 5 foot.
I don't think you are 5 foot.
Parker?
Whatever.
I checked. River.
Yeah,
Definitely.
I'm 5 foot.
Okay, hold on. Parker, how
What is
tall
wrong
is
with
his,
this?
how tall is his shadow?
8 feet.
It's 8 feet. So your shadow can be taller than how tall you really are? Oh, sure.
My shadow is way taller than me.
This is the way
That kind of sucks.
You have the correct proportion on number 14.
Depends on where the sun is. But
How's the
Yeah.
proportion for number 14?
sometimes it's way shorter.
I think I have it. I think I
Braden?
have it.
All right, Braden, give me your proportion. What you got?
My proportion is 24 feet over 8 feet
Good.
and 5 feet over n.
Ooh. What did you start with? You started.
And over 5 feet.
There we go. You start with the tree on the first ratio. You got to start with the tree on the second ratio. Very good. Give me another way I could have written this proportion, Grace. How else could I have written it? Could I have started with the little guy here onto the tree?
5 feet over n equals 8 feet over 24.
That will work. That proportion will work. River, how tall is the tree? What did you get?
I got 12, but I think it's wrong.
Not 12. Let's try again. 24 times 5 and 8 times n. Parker, what is 24 times 5?
Your cup's not in here. Oh, yeah.
What's 24 times 5?
120.
There you go. Is equal to 8n. So divide both sides by 8. How tall is the tree, Braden?
15.
15 feet. Give me a thumbs up if you got that right. Awesome. All right. Number 16. Here we go.
Oh, I didn't see the answer.
A meter stick.
I don't like this problem.
Okay.
I love this. Fun.
You gotta draw a picture. Did you draw a picture, Blake?
No, ma'am.
Oh, pictures will help you.
What's the picture?
Draw a meter stick. So this meter
What's the answer?
stick is casting a shadow that is 4 meters long. Okay, so this is 4 meters long. How tall is a meter stick?
A meter.
About 4 feet.
1 meter.
1 meter stick is how long, Blake?
4 meters.
It's a trick question.
1 meter.
1 meter, a meter stick is 1 meter long. They got you.
Definitely wasn't fooled.
1 meter will cast a shadow that is 4 meters long. And then I've got this nice little tree over here. Let's see here. How tall is the tree, Braden?
The tree is it is 10 meters long.
Well, do we know how long,
Well,
how tall it is?
oh, oh,
Nope.
what are you asking for the answer?
No. We're just setting it up right now. No, I don't know how tall the tree is. That's what I'm trying to find. How long
No,
is
it's all it
the
is.
shadow, River?
What, ma'am?
Pay attention. How long is the shadow?
24.
What number are we on?
We are on number 16.
Where'd you get 24 from?
I don't know. I was then. It
Read
was
the problem. How long is the shadow of the
He
tree?
doesn't play Fortnite.
10 meters.
Thank you. Blake, what's your
Welcome.
proportion here? What's your proportion?
Ma'am, it's like breaking up for me.
What's your proportion?
Oh, the proportion is 1/4
Ooh.
equals n/10.
Ooh. Which side is 1 meter corresponding to? Do we correspond to the same figure? No, we
Sure, no.
correspond to the other figure. So what should it be? 1 over
1/10
1 over n.
and 4 equals 4/10.
There we go. Cross multiply. So
I knew
we've
that.
got 4 times n is equal to 10 times 1. All right. How tall is the tree, Brandon?
It is 2.5 meters tall.
Huh?
Very good. 10 divided by 4 that can reduce down to 5 over 2, which is 2 1/2 meters.
Miss Fuller, I need to ask you something.
Yes.
So the Georgia Bulldogs.
Was that a math question, River? I mean,
I didn't say anything about that.
It is about your QB.
My ex-QB or my
Jake Fart.
Jake Fromm.
Farm from State Farm? Yep. What about him?
Bye bye.
Miss Fuller, am I frozen on your screen?
Yes, you are.
Okay.
Do you need to exit out and come back in?
You're very frozen.
Wait, we're not on time.
It will probably load eventually.
Wait, I saw his lip move.
All right. Everybody on?
So,
Here we go. Let's review.
Oh wow, that's weird.
What is a ratio? River?
Probably in the book.
What's a ratio?
The ratio is the comparison between two items.
You did not have to look in the book for that. No.
what?
Okay. Give me an example of a ratio, Parker.
Um,
I'm going to ask you. Brayden, stop.
the ratio would be this compared to that.
Oh, you froze on me. Give me a comparison.
Your face is fuzzy.
Oh, so
An example.
wait, a ratio or a proportion?
Give me an example of a ratio. Like you give me one.
5 to 2.
5 to 2. 5 what?
5 dogs to 2 cats.
Perfect. Parker, you're a little frozen on me.
What are you doing?
Example of another ratio. River, pay attention. Give me another example of a ratio.
4.
4 girls to
5.
5 boys. There you go. Okay. So a ratio, as River told us, a ratio is a comparison of 2 different things. Okay. Tell me, what is a unit?
Meters.
Okay. Meters is units. Yeah. But more specifically, when we're talking about units, we're comparing. So it's a ratio. We're comparing 2 different things But are they the same measurement we're comparing?
No.
No, they're different measurements. So 15 miles per gallon. That would actually be a unit rate. River? Brayden?
I'm here.
I know you're here, but you're not paying attention. Brayden, pay attention, please. Okay. We've got a unit and we've got a unit rate. Can everybody see my whiteboard here?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. A unit, it's comparing two different measurements. So let's say 15 miles per 4 gallons. Miles and gallons, those are two different things, two different units. So this is a unit, two different measurements, a comparison. Is 50 miles to 4 gallons, is that a ratio, Blake?
No, ma'am.
That's not a ratio?
Yes, it is. A ratio. Wait. No.
Yes.
Yes.
It is a ratio. Give me another unit, Brayden.
Another unit is unit rate. No, 5 over 3.
All right, I've got to have a specific type of measurement with it. 5 what?
5 dogs.
5 what?
5.
We're talking about measurements, not dogs.
5 meters.
5 meters over what?
5 meters over 6 meters.
Okay, they have to be different measurements.
Inches.
There we go. 5 meters to 6 inches. Okay, there are 3 different types of forms for ratios. Nora, give me one form. Give me another one. Grace, you're going to give me another one.
Okay, one form. Fraction form.
Fraction form. River, give me another one.
Word form.
Word form. Grace, what's the last one?
Ratio form.
Ratio form. These are the 3 different ways that we can write ratios. All right. Brayden, these are units up here. A unit is 2 different types of measurements written as a ratio. Rate, though, is going to be 25 miles. So it's going to be a unit. It's a comparison of 2 different measurements. The unit rate is going to be to 1 value. So I can go 25 miles using up 1 gallon of gas. Give me another example, River, of a unit rate then. So it's going to be 2 different types of measurements, but it's going to be compared to one thing.
Can I use inches and centimeters?
What is it?
Can I use inches and centimeters?
You can use whatever you want.
Okay. 72 inches and 305 centimeters.
All right, remember for a unit rate, it has to be compared to 1 value.
Feet. 12 feet.
So 72 inches would be compared to 1 centimeter.
Oh.
That's a unit rate. Parker, give me an example of a unit rate.
15 gallons per 1 mile.
Per 1 mile.
Compared, yeah.
Give me a unit rate, Blake.
Ma'am.
Give me a unit rate, please. Pay attention.
Um. $72 to
72 what?
15. 72 inches.
We already did 72 inches.
72 centimeters.
What is it?
Centimeters.
How many?
72.
72 centimeters over
15 millimeters.
Blake. You follow along, Betty, okay? Unit rate is to 1 unit. So what would this unit rate be? 72 centimeters to what?
1 millimeter.
There you go. Okay. Do we see the difference between our unit and a unit rate?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Last thing. What is a proportion, Grace?
It's a comparison of two equal fractions.
Okay. So 2 ratios that are equivalent to one another. This is a proportion. A ratio equal to another ratio. That is a proportion. You need to know your terms, all right? So, let me look at my book real quick. All right. So tomorrow, let me get back to the screen. All right, let me see everybody. Everybody come on the screen. I can see ya. All right, tomorrow you are going to have a quiz over this. I'm going to put your assignment on Google Classroom for today. It's not going to be a very long one, but listen, when you come on Zoom class, it's class time. We're not going to be messing around. You're going to be there on time, okay? Unless you have something else that you can't be there on time. Just text me, let me know, okay? But you need to be on time. You need to be in class and you need to be focused, because if you're not focused, this is a hard topic and you're not going to understand it. We've got a quiz tomorrow. So if you need some extra help, you need to text me or send me a message, email me and let me know, and I can get some extra work. But here's the deal though. If you're not paying attention in Zoom class and then you come back to me and say, I need some help, I'm going to say, you know what? We went over this in Zoom class today. You weren't paying attention. Okay? So you have to do your part and I will help you. Okay? I want you to understand it. You've got to do your part too. Okay? I want y'all to learn it. Okay? That is all for today. I'll put your assignment on Google Classroom. Make sure you take a picture of that. Blake, I need a picture of your homework. That needs to be done right now. Okay?
Okay. Yes, ma'am.
There to help you put the picture on the assignment. Everybody else, you're good to go. Blake, do you need help putting the assignment on Google Classroom?
I can do it, I think.
All right. No excuses tomorrow. That assignment needs to be up before class starts, okay?
Okay. I couldn't get my math book before, which is not excuse. There's no reason. But because my mom's on a call for work and I couldn't go downstairs yet.
Okay. Well, you've got all day to turn it in, okay?
Okay.
All right. I'll see you guys later.
Bye.
Bye.